Amateurs usually make the mistake when they brake too hard, so they slide a lot and they lose control. So we have to brake just easy, and so we brake a little bit, let go, and brake a little bit again, not just totally braking, because then we just slide ahead and we lose control. So we really have to learn braking just easy and braking with control. The good braking technique is, I said it before, not braking just full on, because that maybe you crash immediately or you just slide ahead. Because you should brake just soft, just touch the brakes a little bit. And we touch the brakes only soft a little bit, and then as soon as it slides, we let go a little bit and touch the brake again. So the braking is more efficient like that. We can slow down faster. If it's a long uphill, I would just hold the handlebar like that. But if it's a single trail, I always have my 2 fingers here on the brakes. So I'm always ready to just touch a little bit my brakes. And these 2 fingers are always on the handlebar because that gives me stability. I cannot brake like this because I would slip over the handlebar. That's really dangerous. So. Amateurs usually do the mistake when they see an obstacle. They just ride next to it, and then they are kind of shocked and stop. Or another thing, they just ride into it because they don't know what to do, because the bike is not just going over it itself. We have to learn that we have to lift the front wheel a little bit and lift it at least as high as the obstacle, and then put the wheel over it. And then it depends on the speed. We can jump with the back wheel. Or we can just lift it. When we are slow, we can just lift the back wheel over it. An example is a wet route. That's really dangerous for the front wheel. So we try to lift the front wheel, and we do that with our whole body. Just lift it a little bit and just lift it over the route. So it can't really, the front wheel cannot hit the route and not slide away. So it's safe. We just lift it over the dangerous part. So there is not the pressure on the front wheel on the route. We just have to take off the pressure, and then it's enough already. It can touch it a little bit, but we should not have all our body weight on this route, because otherwise it slips and we crash. What amateurs do is they just look ahead of the wheel, but they should, if the turn is like this, they should look ahead of the exit of the turn, so they can see where they're going. So, but amateurs usually just look ahead of the wheel, so they see this spot here, and that's not possible to turn because the bike goes where the head is going, so it goes straight. If they look over there, so the bike goes around the turn. It's important. Amateurs usually go too fast in the downhills. They go faster than they actually can handle. So they like the speed and they go fast in technical downhills and turns, but they lose control. And so they cannot really improve. So they should just go slower, easier, and really feel the bike and the move and just being relaxed on the bike, instead of going fast and crash. Amateurs make the mistake when they climb a hill that they go really fast into the climb. So after a few minutes they're dead and they have to get off the bike. So they should go easy into the hill and just pedal as easy as possible so they can make it to the top of the hill without getting off the bike. Amateurs usually make the mistake when they try to ride in sand that they go really hard in the first second already, and then they try to pedal really hard because the ground is deep, and that makes the wheel going inside of the sand. So actually we should try to go easy and relaxed, always the same power on the pedals, always the same, so the wheel doesn't go deep into the sand, it stays a little bit up. But of course it's hard, it depends how deep the sand is. And just be relaxed on the bike so it doesn't slip to the side. The secret of pedaling through mud is actually the same as we talked about in pedaling through sand, almost the same. We have to put the right gear in. It should not be too hard and not too easy. So like this is wrong and this is wrong. It should be just a middle gear which gives us a round pedaling and always the same pressure on the pedals. So it should not one time be like really hard and then easy. It should be always the same pedaling and really relaxed on the bike and look ahead where we want to go. So that's what we can do. Sure, we always we are looking for the center of the bike and we play with our body weight on the bike to reach the right grip on the tires. But the position itself, yeah, we have to move the body maybe a little bit, but important in the mud is also the tire. That's, for me, the most important thing. Pedaling technique and the tire. A downhill in the mud is really difficult because the bike starts to slide a lot. And we are actually afraid of that. So it's important to look ahead where we want to go and just let the bike go. I mean, we have to touch the brakes for sure a little bit, but not too hard, otherwise we just slide too fast ahead. And then we just let the bike go, we let the bike play, and the bike will find the way itself through the mud. That works the best. It's kind of a miracle, we have to believe that. Otherwise, when you think you have to find the way, it's not working. You just let the bike find the way, and you follow the bike kind of with your body. My bike finds it. Amateurs make the mistake that they train too hard. Usually, it depends what level, but some amateurs just do a few times a week, an hour, but full power training. And that's not a real training because there is no base. First, we need a lot of hours endurance training that gives us the base and the endurance. And then we can go harder. But amateurs start with the hard training already, but they cannot improve their shape with only hard training. It's not possible. I train on the road and off-road. Usually in winter I train a lot off-road just for the technique and the feeling and because it feels good. And also in Switzerland it's cold, So when I train off-road, it's warmer, the feeling is warmer. And the road is important just for the endurance. I can control my heart rate really good on the road training. Resting is really important. It's the same. We training is really important, and resting is the same. It's really important. But amateurs usually think the training makes me fast, and then they forget the resting. But training only comes together with resting, actually, and this together makes us fast. Rest means being relaxed. For sure, sleep, we need enough sleep. And not rest can be just an easy ride also, but a lot of amateurs understand that rest is maybe work, but that's not resting. It would not be touching the bike, but it's not resting. So we need to have the feeling that we are relaxed and we are recovering. So that's resting.